everybody.
Good morning.
We have a new adventure for you today. We are in Rockbridge, Ohio. We are at the Honeycomb Rocks Nature Preserve. This is a fairly new preserve. It opened just like a couple years ago, managed by the Arc of Appalachia. It's got some really cool features. And the beautiful thing about this, it's by permit only. So if you have a permit, you can come. You can get it online. I can always put the link in the comments so you can see how to get access to this. But it's behind a locked gate, so unless you have the gate code,
Can't get in.
can't get in, can't park. So, check out what we're about to show you because it's 100% worth it. It's really cool. So stay with us and we'll show you some really cool stuff. So if you come to Honeycomb Rocks anytime in the near future, just to give you a time frame for this video, tomorrow is Easter Sunday. When you come to the trailhead, you'll see this beautiful field of flowers. You know, it's like, and the trail kind of looks like you're just gonna do a prairie run. Looks pretty unassuming, but this trail has got some really cool stuff on it. So we will we'll show you what we see when we get further down the trail. But beautiful thing about this, with it being by permit only, we're probably not going to see another person all day today. So gonna be a beautiful hike, and can't wait to show you what we're about ready to see. This is crazy. This is literally 5 minutes from the parking lot. You come down and get these huge rock walls and huge rocks along the side of the trail. I mean, it's just totally stunning. Absolutely amazing. Check out this tree growing out the side of the rock. You see its total root structure growing on the outside of the rock, and yet this tree goes way, way up there. This goes to show you, life will find a way. So the initial part of the trail, it will take you through a bunch of switchbacks through an old growth forest, a bunch of pines and hemlocks. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And when you get down to the bottom, you will see where there's a split. The trail goes to the right. There's also a spur trail to the left that says Spur to Paradise. You don't want to miss the spur trail. I'll show you what's on that next. But this is the little creek right at the very bottom of the trail. It's very cool. So this Spur to Paradise trail follows along this little creek, and you'll see little cascades pretty much all the way down till we get to the end. But we'll show you what's at the end once we get down there. But this trail is super nice. It's real soft from the dirt and the pine needles. It makes it just a really easy hike. It's really gorgeous down here. So the Spur to Paradise kind of takes you on a switchback and then takes you back in to the cover of this old growth forest. And there's really cool rock formations along the trail. We're about ready to come up on another one, but this is why when you see a spur, you got to take it. Otherwise you might miss something way cool. This rock in front of us looks like it has a face. If you look close, you can see like the little mouth down the bottom. He's got a big nose, but you can see like the bridge of the forehead. Pretty cool. As with most of our adventures, Jeannie found a rock to climb on. So when you come to the back end of the Spur to Paradise Trail, you'll see some flares at the end. There's an old faded no trespassing sign. But I believe past this point, it's Camp Wyandotte property. And thankfully, this property where these cool rocks and stuff are, I believe this used to belong to Camp Wyandotte once upon a time, and they sold this part of this land to the Arc of Appalachia so it could be preserved. And I'm very grateful that they did, because otherwise I would never got to see this. This is such a beautiful place. So the creek we followed along the Spur to Paradise Trail came down and pretty much followed us all along the way. But if you look here, comes down in this area down here, and it widens out to what almost looks like a pond or a lake on the edge of it. It's actually pretty large down on the end, and looks like there might be a park down on the left-hand side. But I'm not really sure. But what's over there might be that Clear Creek Metro Park, but not 100% sure. But this area down here is absolutely gorgeous, and boy, the frogs are just a-singing down here. Beavers have been hard at work down here. Check out how long this beaver dam is. Starts right there at the shoreline, works its way midway across, and literally works all the way across to the opposite side. And that's probably, man, from right there, probably 40 feet across. That is one seriously long beaver dam. So this rock also kind of has like a head-like shape to it. Almost can see like the bridge of the nose and the slots for the eyes. It's so cool. This is a really neat place. One last look at paradise at Honeycomb Rocks. So we've now have come past the split of the Spur trail, and we're working the backside of the trail. But you can see the creek still pretty much follows along the trail, but we're up above it right now. And there's all kinds of cool cascades all the way up this. It's an absolutely gorgeous hike. So once you're back on the Honeycomb Rocks loop, kind of takes you along the edge of this ridge, and you go on some switchbacks with some elevation changes, and this is what you come to. Once you get a little bit closer, I'll show you. There's two waterfalls side by side. The two waterfalls are the water source that feeds this creek that goes all throughout Honeycomb Rocks. We get a little bit closer to that waterfall and show that one to you. So when you come down the steps from the first waterfall, you come down to this great big rock shelter with the waterfall right in the middle of it. Hocking Hills is known for its rock shelters. There's quite a few, but this one definitely is one of the cool ones that's here for sure.
So Rob and I decided to pop a squat on a rock and listen to this waterfall and do a water break. But look how pretty this is, and listen to how quiet. We could listen to that all day. This is awesome back here.
So we were just sitting on this rock watching the waterfall, and I noticed that there was carvings on it. People have been coming here for a long time. Al Hunter, I guess of Hocking Forest. Look at this. March 22nd, 1931. 95 years ago. Crazy. So we're just leaving the area where the waterfall is and following the trail back to the parking lot, and it winds you back around this area where there's more of these huge rocks that's like back in paradise. This is way, way cool. Look at this. So neat. So when you get up to the top of the trail from the waterfall, you go through this great big slot canyon. I mean, this thing is so cool. I mean, my goodness. As if the whole other two areas that we went through were not amazing, this just tops it. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. I mean, now, if you bring your kids here, just be careful, because through these areas where these slots are, there's some pretty sheer drops. So don't recommend letting your kids run free. But look at this rock right here. Another rock, looks like a face. You can see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth right there. How freaking cool is that? So if you come to the slot canyon, we'll take you through a series of switchbacks and take you to another rock shelter. Now I'm guessing that if you were to hit this after a rain, there's probably two waterfalls side by side. You can definitely see a path where water comes down right there, but there's no flow on it right now. But over there, there is another waterfall. It's small, it's got a little bit of water coming on it, so we're gonna go over and check that out. This is one heck of a deadfall right here. This tree is huge. They've obviously cut it once upon a time, but the trail goes right underneath it. Past that last waterfall, trail kind of takes you through along the edge of these really cool, I'm assuming these are limestone cliffs. It's really, really colorful. Very, very neat. It's just a very striking hike all the way through. There's so much to see. Close to the split where the trail takes you back to the parking lot. This rock outcropping, and it has little windows in the rock right along the edge. It's pretty neat. There's a cool breeze from the storms that are rolling in. And all of these flowers are almost as if they're waving goodbye to us as we make our way back to our truck. But wow, this is just absolutely beautiful. Hey everybody.
Hi.
Sorry for the wind noise. It got pretty windy up on top of this ridge where we're at. We just got done with our hike. I think the trail is supposed to be 2.2 miles, but somehow, I guess with the spur and everything, we did 2.93. Jeannie, what did you think of Honeycomb Rocks?
I loved it. They have little waterfalls everywhere. It was nice. It was super great hike today. Really, really nice.
We only saw one other couple here the whole time we were here, so it doesn't get the crowds that the rest of the Hocking Hills trails does. And this is a Saturday when we're filming this, so to have hardly anybody out here, it's a wonderful thing. But that's going to do it for this adventure. As always, get out and hike. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you like our adventure, please like and subscribe. Have a great week, everyone.